Hey Libra, welcome to my channel. This is Earthchild Tarot. This reading should be a very interesting one because it is in regards to your past life. For those of you who resonate with past life energy, for those of you who are just curious, and for those of you who have memories of your past life, it in some ways it echoes into this life. You may have markings on your body, you may have a favorite color, certain types of foods or animals, things that you gravitate towards, or things that you just have a favorite of in this life sometimes can represent your past life in a very deep way. And others of you may have visions or dreams of a life, people that you don't even know, but for some reason in a dream you feel that you know those people. Others of you, you have a soulmate or a twin flame in this lifetime where you may have never known this person before in your life, but it feels as if you have known them before. So again, that could be a situation from your past life that is echoing into your life now. And there's always messages from your past life that is going to help you change for the next life when you move on from this life, right? So let's go ahead and jump right into it and see what your past life wishes to speak to you about, Libra, for the sign of Libra. So whatever cards fly out, those will be the messages that I accept from the universe. Okay, so let's go ahead and see, Libra, what your past life wishes to speak to you about. Now, for those of you, especially for those of you who have Libra in your South node or your North node, you may want to check out those signs. If you don't have Libra in your North or South node, check out other videos as well that I've posted for your past life for other signs. Okay, so Libra for the sign of Libra, for their past life messages, universe, source, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, deities. For the sign of Libra, for the sign of Libra, for the sign of Libra, for their past life messages and how those energies echo into their lives. Now, for Libra, universe, source, spirit guides. All right, let's see. We have spouse. So what was I saying before? Soulmate. So some of you guys, your spouse, if you're married or you're in a relationship, you may be dealing with a soulmate or a karmic partner or twin flame from your past life. Okay, I'm not really sure what type of situation that entails, if it's positive or negative, or how this person affects you, but we'll get into that. Okay, we have monk or nun. And then we have communal living. Bottom of the deck, we have unrequited love. So it seems that there may have been a relationship that either didn't work out in your past life, and in this life you've decided to some of you guys have made the decision to be celibate in this lifetime now. You've chosen almost like a monk or a nun type of lifestyle. It doesn't mean that you are a monk or a nun by profession or by way of life. Some of you live with multiple people in this lifetime, and you did in your past life as well. But you guys keep to yourselves. Others of you, there is a spouse, that someone that you're going to meet in this life, that you're going to marry. They are going to be You were married to them in a past life as well. You guys are going to get married again in this life. And you may meet this person. You may have met this person in your past life, like in an apartment, or maybe you guys had whatever, some type of a communal living situation in a village or some type of city in your past life. But this monk or nun energy, it just seems that I'm getting that there's some of you who were priests in your past life. But there could have been someone that you fell in love with, though, that may have changed. Or some of you guys gave up a relationship to be a monk or a nun. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and see a little bit more into your past life, Libra. All signs of Libra, universe, source, archangels, deities, spirit guides, ancestors, universe, source for the sign of Libra for their past life energies. All signs of Libra for their past life energies. All signs of Libra for their past life energies. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, deities, universe, source for the sign of Libra. I am so sorry about that. That was very loud. All right, let's see. For Libra, for their past life energies. So you have defense and then you have unity. So you are protecting something, or maybe in this lifetime now, Libra, you may feel like you have to protect yourself for some reason. And it has something to do with relationships. There's a part of you that's still, because of something that happened in your past life with a soulmate or with another person in your past life, you made a decision to be celibate, or you just made the decision that you're just not going to be in a relationship. Some of you guys just decided, I just want to be in a relationship with myself. I want to be in a relationship with God, or whatever it is that you guys believed in or worshipped in your past life, or whoever you guys work with or worship now, right? There's something that you guys protected, or you wanted to protect, and I feel like it has something to do with yourselves. It wasn't like you were trying to protect anyone else. So let's go ahead and read these two cards that came out for you. So first off, we're going to read defense. Okay, we're going to understand what that. It's the last card in this deck, which is interesting. All right. It says, defend your point by making it sharp. Honor your truth by protecting it from all that would attack it, including yourself. So yeah, you guys were protecting something, and it had something to do with either a relationship that you were protecting. Others of you were protecting a certain type of living or way of life when it came to spirituality. You let go of something in order to protect something else. And in this life, some of you guys you are very set on understanding the truth of all things, to where being in relationships, you don't feel it's in your best interest, because there are things that you pay attention to in this lifetime with other people that you just feel, that's really just not going to work for me. And so some of you guys are still kind of seeking solitude, or just seeking like a life where you don't really need to focus on another person. It's very interesting. So let's read the second card, and it says unity. Okay. So, wow, this is very interesting. The unity. So it says the universe is single, but still hopelessly in love. It says if you get unity in a reading, the oracle may be asking you to stop and consider the following questions related to your situation. Are you about to make a choice that would positively influence your entire life? Or are you blindly following what feels good right now? Have you considered the big picture? Are you denying an opportunity to unify with others for superficial or negatively discriminatory reasons? Are you truly comfortable with the different aspects of yourself? Are you looking for someone or something else to complete you? Are you merely pretending to be unified with others, but what are the long-term sequences of your masquerade? Wow, Libra. The struggle that you had in your past life in this monk or nunhood type of lifestyle, because you definitely lived in a communal situation. So you lived in an apartment, you lived in a group home, in a village where they had houses. It could have been in ancient times where you lived in a village, but you guys had communal houses built for multiple people to live in, multiple families. Others of you lived in a monastery, or you lived in a church where there were multiple nuns or monks. You lived amongst other people who had the same values. But there's still something with this unrequited love card here that shows me that there is something about the way you were living, or a relationship that you were in, that did not satisfy you, and you felt that you needed to make choices that made sense instead of choices that fulfilled you. So some of you guys were in a relationship in your past life with a soulmate that just did not fulfill you, but you pretended like it did. And now in this lifetime, you don't really feel fulfilled. You may be searching for other things, like the card said, to complete you, but it's not going to, because you can't look outside yourself for completion. You have to be complete within yourself. I get very strong marriage, and I get strong monk or nun, obviously, or religious energy here. It doesn't matter what type of religion that is. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a couple more oracle cards, and then we're going to step into the tarot to find out a little bit more about your past life and what happened and how you got here in this lifetime, okay? For Libra, for their past life messages. For Libra, who were they? What was their energy? What were they dealing with? The sign of Libra. Who were they? What were they dealing with? What did they experience? What was their energy? Universe, source, spirit guides, archangels. Libra. Libra for their past life messages, universe, source. One card wanted to fly out. We have the vulva. That is a goddess energy, prophecy, guidance, direction. So there was a direction that you wanted to go in your past life. It could have been to go find someone you were in love with, or be a monk or a nun. To live amongst these people who were of like mind, day in and day out, or to go do your own thing. So Libra, we have the vulva, as I've shown you. We have Salu. Some of you guys, there is some type of a fairy energy surrounding you. That could be just for one of you. Or maybe I'm feeling my energy. Maybe there's, for those of you who believe in fairies or the Fae realm, there could be one of you who have some fairies surrounding you, okay? or wanting to connect with you. Others, and now we have the cunning woman. So there's a couple scenarios that I'm seeing here. There are those of you who just sat back and you just watched, kind of watched your life pass you by. Others of you, you decided to go after what you wanted because it made you feel better. It made you feel, because it says salut, vitality, health, and energy. So you guys were very healthy people in your past life. Very healthy. Very patient. Very observant as individuals. Okay? This monk or nun lifestyle that you had in your past life, for those of you who had that past life energy, Libra, or some type of religious energy, it wasn't just a profession. It wasn't something that you just did. You had a spiritual ability to see things before anyone else saw it at all. You guided people, you helped people. And in some ways, but it's very loving energy that I'm getting here though. Very loving energy, but not really confident in your decisions and the direction that you wanted to go in your past life, right? But you guys were very patient, and there are those of you who still embody that in your spirit today. You're a very patient person. You pay attention to a lot of things that some people or most people don't want to pay attention to. And there are those of you in this life, for those of you who are older, you look good for your age. You were like that in your past life too, because you were very healthy, and that carried on into your spirit today, which affects your body positively today. You just embodied abundance. It didn't matter what you did, being a monk or a nun, married, whatever, whoever you were, wherever you lived, you were abundant in energy. You just brought that with you. However, once again, we revert back to something that just did not pan out. And I have a feeling that it might be religion and relationships, and because that didn't really feel right. It didn't feel right for you back then in your past life. It doesn't feel right for you now, and those can be really two huge things in your life now that you still kind of question. What is my religion? Some of you guys are agnostic or atheists, and you just don't know what to believe in. Others of you are just curious, and you're trying to find what to believe in. And others of you are also dealing with, am I ever going to be in a relationship? Am I ever going to have kids? And if not, is there something wrong with me? Or maybe I just don't want to be married or be in a relationship or connect with anyone in that way. So there's something there in this lifetime that is still echoing from your past life, and it's very deep. It's a spiritual thing. It's a spirit thing, and it's stuck with you. It kind of stuck with you for a while. So let's go ahead and see what the tarot have to say to you, Libra, for your past life messages. Oops. For Libra, past life energies. Alright, so there's a couple cards that wanted to fall out. Okay, yeah. There's that protection energy again. Or the energy of protecting yourself. There's something that you wanted to do in your past life. Not necessarily a specific thing, but it could be a specific thing. But for others of you in general, you wanted to expand your lives, but you never got that chance. Or you never gave yourself that chance, should I say. Right? Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. So this is showing me here that there was a lot of spiritual communication between you and the spirit realm. Whether you were Christian, Buddhist, whatever, you spoke to your spirit guides, to angels, to the dead, to God, whoever. You were constantly in communication. You had a gift to change the world. And the communal living, now that I see this now, is the communal living is that you were a head priest or priestess or nun within your village, within your city or town, right? Wherever you were from in your past life. It could have been it could be modern day, could have been, you could have had a past life that was only a few centuries ago, or maybe 1,000 years ago. It depends. I'm getting a mixture for you guys, okay? So there was a lot of spiritual connection here. Whatever you prayed for, whatever you asked for, it definitely was given to you. But in a way, you didn't really have faith in your own religion. It was that could be for one of you in your past life. You had some hang-ups. Because we have the World card here. This is karma. So there are those of you who are still dealing with karma today from your past life, big time. And it's still whatever. Some of you guys are repeating exactly what you did in your past life in certain situations, and it's time to break that cycle. We're going to clarify this in a moment. Then we have the Nine of Swords. So there are those of you who in your past life you may have been a bit depressed, or you just didn't really see what your future held for you, especially when it came to marriage or relationships or religion. And in this lifetime, Libra, you may have gone through this in your past in this lifetime, where you just kind of felt depressed, or you just went through a lot of turmoil mentally because you just wanted to find yourself. Okay, because this could be past life energy too, but we're going to clarify. And then we have the Seven of Wands again, once again, that protective energy, standing your ground, protecting something. You wanted to move to higher ground, you wanted more, but I just feel this really stuck energy, this energy of I can't move, I can't do any more than what I've done. But you can, Libra, you can. You can. That's a very deep spiritual thing that only the universe can help you with. Right? Alright, so let's go ahead and clarify these cards. Let's clarify these cards for you, Libra, for your past life messages. Clarify these cards for Libra, my spirit guides, archangels, deities, ancestors. Clarify these cards. Clarify these cards for Libra in their past life messages. Yep, I just saw the King of Swords. That's you. You guys were in your head. Very smart people. That's what I'm getting from you, Libra. Very smart. Very, very scholarly in your past life, and you still are today. You love reading, you love writing, listening to podcasts, whatever, right? I get European energy. It doesn't matter what your ethnicity or culture is now in this lifetime. I get those of you who are very strong European energy. For the monk and the nun energy, very strong European. A couple of you is Asian, but I get strong European roots here. Yep, we have the Hierophant. There's that religious energy again. There is that rules and regulations, law, policy. There were rules that you felt you needed to follow, religious rules for some of you, and there is no way that it could have been broken. There are those of you who are serving under a religion that was very vast. It covered ground. If you went from one continent to another, you found this religion at some point. And if you didn't follow it, you were looked down upon. I'm getting strong European energy here, Libra, which technically is Christianity, right? So there are those of you who had very strong skill and abilities in the Christian religion spiritually in your past life. But for some reason in this life, you question that now in some way, shape, or form, or you just question religion in general. Okay? Some of you guys were a Capricorn, Taurus, or Taurus in your past life. Wow. The Nine of Swords is being clarified by the Page of Swords. That's Libra energy. So some of you guys were definitely a Libra in your past life. And you're a Libra now. Swords clarifying swords. So because of the way you thought about things, you were willing to put in the work that was asked of you, but it didn't make you happy. Others of you were definitely on the defense when it came to religion. Some of you guys are still on the defense. Sorry about that, Libra. It was a bit of a disturbance. But like I was saying, there's something in regards to religion or relationships in general that you just, in your past life, you just could not get. You just didn't understand how to wholeheartedly accept the emotional aspect of it, possibly. And you're still struggling. Some of you, not all of you, are still struggling with that today. Some of you guys are still struggling with both, right? And I could be speaking to a very few of you. Yeah, we have more Libra, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here. A lot of air energy. We have the Six of Swords. So Seven of Wands being clarified by the Six of Swords speaks to you finally in this lifetime coming to the understanding that you have to move on from whatever's holding you back. Facing it and moving on. So whatever past life energy is still at work here, it has to be released, Libra, in this lifetime. If it's not released in this lifetime, you'll release it in another life, right? But there's a lot of karma that is at work here for you. I wouldn't say that it's bad karma. It's just karma. Karma is not really good or bad, but it's karma nonetheless. But it's all about improving and evolving as a soul. It's understanding the balance between, like it's this card, Unity, has this beautiful cup here. It reminds me of the Ace of Cups in the tarot. But it's like I said, the universe is single, but still hopelessly in love. So it's like, there's a part of you that still just has so much love for people, Libra, yet when it comes to deeper relationships or romance, you don't really allow yourself, or you don't feel you understand how to go a little deeper. Because you're air, or you're up here, you're an air sign, right? You're in your mind. And that can be a block. Not all of you are like that. Some of you guys are married to your soulmate now, and you are much more about logic in your relationship instead of the lovey-dovey, dreamy type of energy, okay? Or you can be dealing with someone like that. Okay, because the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords, more air energy. So some of you guys are just content with your life. You're okay with not really knowing everything about religion, or you're okay with asking more questions. You're okay with getting another person's opinion, and you're okay with being single, but still loving everyone around you and everything around you. So there's multiple energies that I'm picking up here for you guys. But for others of you, you're learning to stand your ground in how you feel and what you want, because in your past life you just did what society said was the right thing to do, or what religion in your world or in your society said was right for you. I get very earthy energy for some of you too. So there are those of you who have reincarnated on this planet a few times. Okay. Others of you, I'm also getting a strong energy that you don't really hold on to things too tightly. You don't feel the need to hold on to relationships too tightly, which makes it easy for you to let them go. when it doesn't serve you. That's a beautiful thing, actually. Okay. All right. That is your message, Libra, for your past life messages. Very beautiful messages. Much love and light to all of you, Libra. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Take care, Libra. Bye.